Hello and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Most folks just call me Orange Joe, and new day, new me. Last episode we did manage to get a win, but boy, it was a rough one. I complained the whole time. But we got some unlocks in there. We have Samson unlocked, and we're gonna get Samson here a shot. I want to start this episode by saying sorry. Last episode was a very grumpy version of me. It was a very grumpy Joe. It was the end of a day where I had been having. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. We're all right. Where I had been having, a sore throat all day and was sounding grumpy to start, and then Isaac was just, doing everything it could to make sure that I didn't have a good time, and it just was a bad time all around. I mean, not all around. There were some moments in there that I feel made up for my anger by the game trying to give me good items, or me trying to not lose my freaking mind on commentary, but here we are. But I sent that one to the offsite producers, so if you're watching this, to the Chris Squared, the Chris to Chris connection, whatever you want to call them. Thank you guys for being willing to be my early reviewers of that episode. I know that you aren't going to see that episode for a very long time. It's going to be, another couple weeks before that episode sees the light of day, but there was a very, very real chance that that episode never, ever, ever saw the light of day because of how frustrated I was and how I felt that, being frustrated on camera is not really a good look. I try to maintain an air of I try to maintain an air of positivity about me, but sometimes I don't know where the secret room would be. I feel like if it were to be on either side, it'd be this one, and I'm wrong, but that's okay. But I try and err inside positivity. I'm trying to keep a light tone, but one of their core comments that really stuck with me was that I don't always have to be, positive. I don't always have to be the happy-go-lucky guy, but I also should not be always the grumpy guy. So I'm not gonna try and stay on the anger train. I'm gonna try and stay away from that as much as I can. I don't need to become some niche YouTuber whose only thing is that he's angry all the time, but I shouldn't be a niche YouTuber whose only thing is that he's, peppy and goofy all the time. But unfortunately, I live that life. I'm peppy and goofy 95% of my waking hours, so so I can't really help it too much, but we'll do what we can. But I guess this will just be a learning lesson in that I don't need to be afraid to show that I can be a grumpy boy, but I don't always want to be a grumpy boy either. But they told me very directly that I have to keep the episode up. Not that like I'm being told that against my will. It's just that they're like, no, you should keep it. Like it's good. So they say. But no, they said it was. Oh, I might have screwed up this tinted rock here. Okay, no, we're good. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. I should wait until the end of the floor. It's all right. We're all right. We're doing okay. But but no, they told me that I should just go for it, and if it weren't for them, the episode would have never seen the light of day. I would have just absolutely yeeted it. It would have been gone. You would have never heard of it. And I would have just told you in hindsight, hey, we unlocked Ipecac, one of my favorite items. And hey, we unlocked some other stuff. And we won the last run, but it was not my favorite, so I'm not posting it. But, just because it's not my favorite doesn't mean we can't show what we got there, show what we done. And, I agree with them. I think they're right. I think now that I'm cooled off, it's another day. It's actually literally the day after that recording session, where that was for sure my last video where I recorded yesterday, because I was like, I'm just too saucy right now to keep going. That right there is exactly why I shouldn't have picked up the Soul Heart, because we can afford to take red heart damage on this floor, but next floor we would want to get that deal with the devil, or at least get the precedent for deals being offered to us. And you love to see the damage upgrade there, but it's not as impressive as it seems, just because we have been getting damage up based off of, I believe, what character is it, Samson? I don't remember. Basically, it just starts with an ability where whenever we take damage, we gain power, which is a good ability to have when you take as much dump damage as I do. But we'll be moving on here off of this floor, and you know, hopefully on to better days. Now I don't know how many episodes of this I'm gonna record today. I just needed to do at least one, because pardon me. It's a little earlier in the day for me to be recording. Actually, a lot earlier than I normally record, because right now it's about 11:30 in the morning. I normally don't start recording until like 2 p.m. So all right. So it's, we're off to an early start today. Not that it's like early in the morning. I've been up since 6 this morning, but love to see it. But it's earlier than I'm used to being in front of a camera. Basically, is what it comes down to. I think we should play this because it doesn't hurt our deal with the double chance. It gives us damage up. This IV bag means we can play 3 more times, and our damage is now up to 11. You'll love to see that. And honestly, as long as we can keep red hearts coming in, IV bag is going to be huge for us. No, thank you. Because we'll be able to continually get A, free money, and B, get our damage up to where we want it to be without sacrificing our chance at a deal. We just need to keep, like I said, red hearts up, and we need to keep spirit hearts active. So right now we're at 1.5, but given that we're at 11 damage, which we're not going to press it anymore. We're going to save our red hearts that we do have for next level, because we want to reliably be able to do this. Now, if we fill up to full red hearts and then we find another one on the floor, sure, we'll go in on it. This is tough, actually. I think I'm going to wait. We have enough damage now where we can afford to wait a couple rooms before picking between shop and item room. I'm always partial to going item rooms first. It's my playstyle. I'd rather get a guaranteed item, good or bad, than, Alright. See, that right there is exactly why we have to keep spirit hearts in mind here. But I'd rather get a guaranteed item from the item room than go, oh great, we just wandered into a greed fight, and that's kind of our lot in life now. And then we don't get anything from this floor if we don't have any more keys to kind of back it up, and it's a bad feeling all around. And I'm not here for it. I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, unless this room drops like something, because we need bombs and we need keys, because we have so much stuff we can leverage, and we didn't get either. Oh boy, this is tough, because, well, no, that's not true. We have one other avenue that's available to us. We can do the boss trap room, which I'm gonna go do. I think we have to lower our HP a little bit more. Yeah, let me just see what paperclip does. Let me extra verify what paperclip does here, because if it's, I think it's just unlocks golden chests for free. So let me find out here. Allows you to unlock golden chests without needing a key. Does not work on locked rooms. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna move in here and hopefully get a key or a bomb. Just more money. But there's still time. There's the item we get, or whatever will drop from us beating this if we do survive. Which, given that we're up against 2 champions right now, is a bit of a pain. But 13 damage is kind of hard to argue with. Despite us having 11 tier delay, which, isn't great, I'll admit, but, I'm not worried about it. I will always take 11 for 11 rather than, alright, so we can take a little bit more damage here for some more money. We're gonna do the shop. It's the way it's gotta be, I think. Because we can hopefully buy something. Magic Fingers. That's not something good. What's this? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I mean, I think we gotta play it. Oops. Not that. Didn't mean to play that. I think you play the Wheel of Fortune here so that you can hopefully get bombs or keys or something. Because if we get either a bomb or a key, we're stoked, because there's a lot we can do with that. More money, it just lets us play some more. This is a key. Okay, you love it. You love to see it. What do we got? Mulligan. Oh, you love to see it. Thank you, game. You're on my good list right now. We're actually, you know what? Just for that game, we're gonna go back and we're gonna play the other slot machine, see if it pays out. Because the mulligan. You love to see it. It's one of the best item pedestal items you can really get early on. Should have. It's okay. It's okay. Not a perfect play, but it's okay. But it's just so good. It lets us spawn. It gives us a random chance to spawn flies whenever we happen to deal damage to anyone. Like whenever a shot's successful in land, we have a slim chance of spawning some flies, which is just great. It's really fantastic. All right, what about you? What are you gonna pay out with? Money? All right. Show a bomb. Love to see it. Oh, 2 bombs. You extra love to see it. HP. That gives us more money if we get it. Look at that. This is going really well suddenly. And we got a spirit heart there, which you love to see. A key. Would love it. I didn't get it. All right. Well, keep playing. Another money. Why not? All right. Got some money back. We can play some more. This is going well. This is going real well. Key. Let's try this one. Nothing. All right. Keep going. What do you got for me? Skatol. We've talked about it before. Let's try the same spot again. Didn't get it. All right. What do you got? Bombs. All right. Try the same spot again. Hey, more bombs. This is going great, guys. What are you complaining for? Nothing. All right, we're moving on. But 5 bombs here means that we are going to get some tinted rocks. We are going to get some more stuff going. You love to see it. Is really where this one is leading us. So, what do you got for me? Half a heart. You mean some more money. All right. Cool. We'll move on. We got some tinted rocks on the way here. This has gone from an absolute nightmare to, as the Hulk says, an absolute win. Not that we can open this for free. Not that I'm saying like we're guaranteed to win this run. A better player than me could say that, but I can't. But for right now, I'm in love with where we're at. The optics on this are great. Getting a key there is huge. If we could fly, I would love to see what that is, because there are some really good items that appear in those rooms, and I don't think there's no way that we could get there right now. But if we happen to get the ability to fly or something like that out of our devil deal, should we... Ooh, bad damage. Should we be lucky enough to get it, or... Which I don't see why we wouldn't here. Yeah. So if we get the ability to fly out of the devil deal here or out of this item, which we didn't, that's okay. Okay, it's very unlikely for us to get the ability to fly out of red chests, but possible. That's risky. That's very risky. Items, when you can't see them out of red chests, they could be really good. It could be a guppy item. Or it could end up being something, you don't want, like Curse of the Tower or, Bob's Brain. We're going to take some damage here so we can pick this red heart up, but we're going to take it. We're going to see what we got. Guppy's Collar. Excellent. Absolutely glorious. So we're not going to get the extra item, but that's okay. We're loving the optics on this run right now. we're looking very, very, very powerful here, and we're gonna play this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th, so that way we don't affect our soul hearts in any way, but we affect our red hearts, so we get our damage up to 11 again. Yeah, let's play. Why not? You love to see that, because that means we can just play our damage in again. Ooh, excuse me. And now we're at our damage cap for being this character with the Bloody Lust, or whatever his item's called. Because there's Lusty Blood, and then there's Bloody Lust, and then there's Toxic Blood, and then there's something else. I don't remember. There's a lot of different effects, but all I know for sure is that we are very powerful right now. Terrible aim right there. But we're in such a position to leverage this power that all we gotta do is just take it. We have to just take the advantage and go for it. So, ooh, excuse me. Don't want to be shooting these bombus flies around when they're right next to us. That would be a bad idea. You'll love to see this. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be picking up the red hearts, but not trying to use them if we don't have to, just because they'll come in handy on next floor. So. That's a shame. We won't be able to get that key, but that's okay. We got some fishillas here, which you can see the mulligan paying out with a couple flies here and there. It's it's not as consistent as being guppy, but it doesn't matter because it's just free extra damage, and it helps. Any amount helps right now. So we're gonna move on, and we're again at another crossroads of, do we take the shop, which last time didn't pay out for us with anything too great, or do we... see the red heart there. Do we take the item room? And it's making me think. Like, being completely honest with you, I I want to take the shop this time around because we're at good money, but we're gonna hold off. That key in the poop room is taunting us. I'm gonna see if we could potentially blow up. No, there's no way any poop could work for us there. So we're gonna keep exploring and hopefully get a second key. Is really the way I'm looking. Oh, that was bad damage. Haha, game. we have 2 keys on the ground we cannot reach right now. If we could get like a hanged man card or the ability to fly from some means, we would have it. But haha, ha 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 ha, game. No, I'm not grumpy. It's just working out poorly. It's taunting me. But we're in such a position of power that we shouldn't let idle threats and taunts really scare us too much, because of, you know, where we sit in this game is we're just waiting for like one more ridiculous item to come along. Ooh, that bad. Very bad. Very, very bad. And this run will be sorted out for sure, but, you know, I gotta stop. Oh, really? I'm surprised there's no super secret room there. But basically, pill. This could be a bombs or key, actually. It's very unlikely, don't get me wrong, but okay. There's a better room for infested if we happen to find another one of those, but with the room full of all those poop piles. But we'll keep it going. You know, like I said, I didn't get a key. Okay. I mean, there's only really one other place for us to potentially find a key, and that's going to be in either, well, okay, I shouldn't say one. There's 2. There's the secret room, which we have no idea where it is. I'm really bad at finding it, apparently. And then there is the curse room. But we're gonna go for the item room right away. We get a speed and range up. Little baggy. That's a bad item without PhD. But we're at the speed cap. Good range. I can't complain. It's an alright item. Brings us, you know, we're only 1 away from the spun transformation, which you'll love to see it. Wouldn't complain with turning to spun. Maybe this is our secret room here. It's not. I tell you, I have no idea where the secret room is at all. And what are these? Oh, it's a beggar. Well, we can play the beggar. Yeah, we could do that. It's too fast for my own good right now. It's unlikely to pay out with a key by the time we're at 15 cents. Yeah, which is fine. It's not a big deal. You know, because it just means that if we get it to pay out with a key or an item or whatever have you, we'll just leverage it on the next floor. Because there's going to be more shops for us to run into, and there's a key. But again, we're gonna hang on to it until the next floor, just because HP upgrade. Oop, if I could slow down for a second here. We're moving much too fast for my own good, but with the HP upgrade, we're loving that going into the boss fight, because that means that next floor will, as long as we can see our HP, we'll be able to, you know, leverage even more out of our money, and, you know, just keep the ball rolling in that direction. Oh, bad damage. I'm very fast, so I'm trying to dodge a lot more extravagantly than I really need to. PJs, excellent. We need that for the HP, because it gives us, I know it didn't give us any statistical upgrade, but when we can see our HP, I believe it gives us, it's like 1 to 3 spirit hearts. Yeah, it's a ton, and we get to play the heck out of our blood IV bag here. So we're gonna go straight down to our minimum HP, up to our maximum damage right there. And sure, we can't see our map, but that's really not a huge... Ooh, man, I am moving too fast for my own good. Honestly, it's going to get me into some trouble here, I promise you that. But, you know, we're at our damage cap. We have a ton of money. We are definitely going to spend a bomb to get over here. Not for the money, but for the HP. Because it's just... It's free real estate. It's free damage on the next floor. It's just everything you really want to see right now. Again, I know it sounds stupid, but I wish I would slow down a little bit. I'm finding it very unwieldy to try and, you know, control our character at this speed. I wish we were at like 1.75 speed rather than 2, because it would be fast enough to... Oh, another key. You'll love to see it. It'd be fast enough to not have to worry about taking damage when you're too slow, but it would be slow enough to where I feel like I could, you know, not ram into a wall or a hazard, you know, all the time. Nah, we're good. We don't need to spend some time on that. We got what we need for now. And again, we're still rolling off of that incredibly lucky first floor. Like we managed to really pull blood from a stone on that one. Not saying that like, oh, that was superior play that got us there. It's just we got superior luck. And you know, what's the old saying? I'd rather be lucky than good. You know, and that's really ringing true on that first floor where like, sure, we took dumb damage, sure, we may not have like thought everything out right, but despite us going to the what was it, the shop and not the item room, we still managed to get to the item room and get the mulligan, which is a huge get for us. And you know, we managed to really get more advantages than we deserved on that first floor, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. I'll be the first one to admit we did not deserve to be as lucky as we were, and here we are. And you know, that's just more to me, more reason for me to be like, see how useless the luck stat is, because it is. But you know, purists out there will argue like, oh, if you have like 50 luck, it means sometimes you get a 50-50 chance at a lot of these really good things you want. It's like, yeah, but if I had not 50 luck, I have still a decent enough chance to where it's going to happen every now and then anyway. And with how often I'm playing Isaac, why do I need to worry about having 50 luck when I could just play Isaac more? Oh, I didn't even see that guy there. The sneaky little, what are these, silkworms? Maggots? I don't remember. Blind, whatever they are, and they, you know, they're coming right for us. Because these are the ones that don't charge, and like they just kind of amble around, which honestly, I relate, but but they, yeah, these are the charging versions. But the ones that amble around, you know, are very unpredictable in their movement patterns. You know how I feel about unpredictability. I'm excited. Terrible pill, but it's okay. Our luck needs to run out eventually, but it didn't because we got Cricket's body, which is very good. It's a tiers upgrade. Sure, it's a range decrease, but all of our tiers split. Oh, and champion belt. You love to see it. It's gonna spawn more champions, but honestly, I couldn't be bothered to care about that right now. We're gonna move on because you love to see our damage stat go up to 15 here. And we're, you know, nearly full red hearts again, so that when we go to the next floor, we're just going to be absolutely loaded. And now we have plenty of keys to make it through. Oh. What happened? We're okay? You alright? Hello? The game, for some reason, just... I don't know if you guys saw that. I'll have to check the recording. But on my end, it just flashed the screen of Edmund McMillan, where it's like, and it's an Edmund McMillan game, and nothing else happened, and the game just paused. Oops. So I'm really rattled, and I'm trying to recover from that, so pardon my poor play here. But I had no idea what happened, and that was frightening. A luck upgrade, and some keys, but, you know, it's really a luck upgrade. But now we're back up to full red hearts again, so we can play 2, 4, 6, 7 times on the blood, on the IV bag, or whatever it's called. So 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th. We're at our damage cap again. We got plenty of money, plenty of keys, and we're moving on. Loving life here. Beat the champion version of Gertie there. That's my favorite version of Gertie to fight because it doesn't shoot. It just spawns, and the spawns it gets for you are really easy to deal with. And I know I took damage on it, but I would chalk that up to me being a little rattled more than anything. Because we still made it through, and honestly, yeah, we're gonna spend the key and the bomb to do this. Normally, this would be a 2-key 2-bomb or 2-key 1-bomb situation, but because we have paperclip, it's actually only going to be 1 key for us to use. So it's helps if you drop the bomb. So that's really kind of a big boon for us as well. Not that we were like hurting for keys anymore, but we definitely were. So I'm gonna keep harping on the fact that we were hurting earlier and now we ain't, you know. Started from the bottom, now we're here with 15 damage. That's just incredible, honestly. And again, after the last couple runs did their absolute darndest to make us lose, and we've had some hard runs, you know. I made it, we had that what was it, wherever it was where we made it to like floor 1 billion or whatever with no damage and no range. We're mystery gift. We're gonna keep mystery gift for now, because what we want to do is we want to leverage mystery gift into, oh, and you'll love to see this because it's going to mean more consumable drops from chests and stuff like that. So we're gonna hang on to mystery gift for now because it means that. Wait, what are we on? Depth one. Yeah. So when we get this deal here, because we're at 100%, and you know, not to not to invite tragic irony here, but we are at plenty of HP to where we can take a couple hits in this fight and not really have to worry about losing our deal. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna use it in the deal, meaning that we're gonna get a deal item for free, depending on which deal we get. It could be a devil deal, could be an angel deal. I'm not really too offended by either. All right, we got a range upgrade. That I'm not too happy with, but we can't complain too much. What do we got? The wafer. That's excellent. So that means as we go down, we'll only be able to take half hearts of damage. Again, if we could fight the angel statue, I would, but we're still not able to do that. I think you, like I said before, have to unlock Polaroid and negative in order to be able to do that. But we're gonna preserve our HP here. We still haven't been to our item room, have we? So we're gonna explore a little bit more, try and seek that out. And you know, we're taking bad damage on occasion, but we're loving life. You know, this is one of those runs where, excuse me, where we're able to kind of, if you don't take dumb damage, kind of relax a little bit, because there's not so much to worry about with how much damage we deal. Now again, I gotta stop taking very, very, very dumb damage, but it's still okay because of how much of a cushion we have right now, and I don't want to invite, you know. All right, that I would have rather that be soul hearts, but it's okay. It's okay. We're not too upset, but you know, we're thankfully got the paperclip, and as you see, we're getting all these consumable payouts from chests. But you know, despite us taking a lot of dumb damage, we're still doing like great on HP completely. Like, we have so little to worry about in the HP department that I, you know, again, am inviting so much tragedy in my life by talking about it ad infinitum. But you know, we have so much damage that with the IV bag with us that, you know, even as we go forward, if we can keep finding red hearts to fill us up, we don't have to worry all that much. And yeah, we're gonna do this. Despite us taking a little bit of damage early, I would chalk that up to there having been a bomb there and us having to run away from it. But you know, it's all right. We are just gonna steamroll everything right now on these earlier floors, even though we haven't had that much in terms of damage upgrades on this character, because this character has a built-in damage upgrade. There's so little to worry about. We'll try the pill. Yeah. I like being small. I had a run one time, a long time ago, where my character was so small that I genuinely could not be seen anymore. Like, I was just invisible. I had a hitbox still, and I was still there. Like, you know, being invisible doesn't necessarily mean that you're invincible. But, you know, I was so tiny that I had flies around me that were, you know, that were basically my guide as to where I was in the game, because I had no idea. I had no actual indicator as to where I was, other than the things circling around my character. And it was a very fun run, because nothing could really piercing shots. All right, yeah, we like it. We're gonna play this a little bit here because we have a free heart. But it was a very, very wild run because, you know, there was so little that I could do to actually try and dodge anything, because I simply could not see myself. So I had to just kind of guess based on where everything was and how it was following me and everything. But, you know, I still made it out, and that's one that I would love to try and get a run like that going again sometime, just so that you guys can see, you know, how ridiculous Isaac can really get. Because I know that the game is a little absurd as it stands, but, you know, there's more room. And we're gonna go to the shop here, because the shop actually does have a reroll machine in it. And oops. Excuse me. And we're gonna play the reroll machine a little bit, you know, just because we have some more money and we can play it. BOGO bombs, I don't think is necessary. We will take the little bit of heart protection, because why not? You know, better safe than sorry. Faster charge, don't need it with the IV bag. 9-volt super don't need it with the IV bag. I don't want to be playing twice for every play, I don't think. Boom is realistically just gonna end up being 5 bombs for us, so we're good. Ventricular razor, it's a fun way to get out of boss rush, but we are way off pace for boss rush. Yeah, I didn't end up getting anything there, but you know what, Okay, I took a gamble on us getting more than 3 cents, and we didn't, so we lost a penny in that transaction, but that's okay. Again, everything's still coming up daisies. We're happy to see this. Oh, sorry, almost sneezed there. Don't need to be sounding that ridiculous again, and we're, again, going hard in on HP usage here, just for us to have as much money as possible. Now, there's every chance that this is going to be a greed fight, because we haven't seen greed yet, which is a little scary. I would prefer it to be a shop with a donation machine. Really, is what I would like to see, but if we don't see it, it's alright. You know, not the end of the world. One shot, really. Thank you. Oh, but... Sorry, I'm trying to... I made a mistake, is really what this one comes down to. And I'm not sure... Okay, there we go. Just have 2 speed, idiot. What are you worried about? Whoa! Alright, so you saw Depression there finally do something for us, where it hit that beam and killed that guy. So we got out of this room without taking any damage. Funny. But we... You know... Oh, there's a tinted rock in there. See it. I see you. We're not going for it just yet. You know, if we need HP, we'll go for it. But right now, we're okay. So this is our shop. Or a library. But this is probably our shop. It's not a greed fight, and it has a donation machine. This is excellent. Okay, so we're gonna pay into this as much as we possibly can here, because the more you pay into the donation machine, the easier it gets later on, because you can start abusing it by bombing it, which we've already done a couple of times in this run, being fair. But and now that we have the compass, we can see where we're going. There is a library on this floor. That's cool, but. Yeah, you want to get it up as high as you can, because you get a ton of unlocks for keeping it up. Plus, our shop ends up getting upgraded, which an upgraded shop would really go a long way for us to feel more comfortable going in there. I think because we already have the wafer, I don't think Virgo really does anything for us, but it does bring us one step closer to the transformation for having having a ton of the items that are signs. I don't remember what that transformation is called, but you know, we're alright with it. It's not worst case scenario, and Larry Jr. is going to get absolutely destroyed here with us having piercing shots. He will not even remotely stand a chance, and you know, I'm surprised we made it out of that one without taking damage. Just gonna level with you. That was more luck than skill on the dodging effect. I think it has a lot to do with us being small, and yeah, I think right here is where we pivot to Book of Secrets, because we don't... Oh, but do we, though? Because that damage up is really nice, and we could... You know, I say we keep this for now. If we can get full red hearts, we're going to keep this. Because what us having full red hearts will mean is, and that's why I'm kind of exploring a little bit here, is that it'll mean that we will get to go into a future floor, like if we get Satan, or you know, we go up and fight Isaac to try and increment towards the Polaroid here. It'll mean, ooh, scary. It'll mean that we'll be able to go into that floor and guarantee to have 15 damage while having full Spirit Heart protection, and that's really something that I would like to angle. But if we can't, it's gonna be a lot tougher to convince myself not to take Book of Secrets, which, oh, that's right, Virgo gives us an actual overshield. That's pretty good. But it'll be a lot harder to convince me to not take Book of Secrets, which is just gonna give us mapping. And yeah, I've successfully convinced myself that we're gonna do that. But first here, we're gonna bomb this tinted rock just to see, and zoom. Make our way out of there, and yeah, we're going back. We're gonna pick up Book of Secrets, and we're gonna use these battery charges here to see if we can just find our secret room, if they do exist. Because I want to know where they are. We're still not seeing them. This is kind of wild to me. I don't know if we just rolled unluckily twice or what's happening here. We're gonna bomb right there. Yeah, sometimes those drop tarot cards, which is really kind of what I'm hoping for. I gotta be honest, I feel like that's the secret room. Look at that. I'm a genius. Well, alright. Revoke genius status. Statish. Red heart. It's becoming tougher, but with Virgo giving us that overshield, I still think that it is the play to pick up Book of Secrets. But we have the compass, though. This is really tough, alright? Why are you making me think? Yeah. All right. Ooh, that was bad damage. You got me. All right, fine. We're gonna take IV bag. I'm sorry that this has been this has been so wishy-washy. I know we're doing perfectly fine. I don't need to micromanage this much, but I really don't know. This is tough for me to kind of parse here. If you, oops. Oh, all right. If you picked one or the other, if you, aha, forgot to show you the seed, didn't I? So if you watch this far, you know, you're 35 minutes in and you're like, hey, I didn't get to see the seed, so I didn't get to play along. Now's your chance to start. Now that you know all the right things to do, all the ways to play. It's KDNV QG4N. So feel free to play along. And if you do play along, oops, don't drop a bomb on yourself. And also, feel free in the comment section to let me know what you took there. If you made it this far, if you ended up taking Book of Secrets, how'd it work out for you? If you stuck with IV bag, if you were like, hey, idiot, why'd you spend so much time on that decision? You know, you're right. I didn't have to spend that much time. Oh, I don't know if we take that, honestly. That's the ability to fly, which you like to see. Can't complain. We got our spirit hearts back up here. Honestly, let me see if that fills up our red hearts fully. Because if it does, then we'll take it just so that way we feel a little bit more comfortable going forward. But if it doesn't fill up our red hearts going fully, yeah, it doesn't. So no, we're gonna pass on that because I like the level of spirit heart protection we have right now, and I don't want to compromise that by taking an extra little piece above and beyond. And I think we're gonna go this way to fight the mini boss here, but we're not gonna. Ooh, speed coming into effect there. Ooh, excellent. We're not gonna abuse IV bag just yet. We're gonna wait to see if we get enough red hearts to, you know, refill what we take, because the womb floors, while hard, as long as we don't face like the matriarch, which I don't even know if we have that unlocked as a boss yet, as long as we don't face something like the matriarch or some such, we're not too afraid of what's going on here. You know, we're not. There aren't very many womb 1 bosses that I don't think we can handle. Now again, that fills us up. Fills us up to full HP. We're going to take the Liberty Cap here. And 6 Spirit Hearts enough? I say yes. We're going to go for it. This one we're just going to do off the cuff. We're just going to go crazy and go for it. Because this is going to fully fill our HP back up. So that way as we go into the next floor, we'll be ready to go. We have 15 damage on this floor, meaning that... Oh, and we have Liberty Cap coming in to do some wacky effects for us. But as we go on, we have much less for us to fear. We'll chuck it. Because we found the secret room, and I knew it would be there, obviously. Why else would I chuck it? Honestly, that was just kind of dumb luck. That was, Professor McGonagall says she had dumb luck, but I'm not really a Potterhead. Gotta be honest with you, I'm not. That sounds much worse than I intended it to be. You know, it sounds like I'm doing stuff that's illegal in the state I'm currently in, which I promise you I'm not. I'm a good boy in the eyes of the law, but keep magician here. But I'm not really into Harry Potter. I don't mind people who are. It's not like I, you know, I'm offended when people like Harry Potter. It's just really not for me. But there's some moments that really do get me. You know, like the Dumbledore drinking the water from the, like, what looks to be a oyster shell bowl, and he's fighting, you know, I won't... Ooh. We made it. He's fighting not to drink the water. I won't spoil, like, why or what's going on. I know those movies are old, but... Okay. We can take some damage against the Fallen here, so guaranteed deal with the Devil item just dropping for us, which is great. On top of us just absolutely destroying the Fallen. Didn't even take damage. Another Guppy item. You know what? We'll just do that. Because it resets us back to where we want to be on Red Hearts. And on top of that, it, you know, it gives us the Spirit Heart back. So it's really, like, part of me considered playing one more time. Just to kind of see. So, okay, we're at a 67% chance. That's not guaranteed. it could be better, obviously. You know, we could have a better chance to deal with the devil. So this is going to be us playing twice for sure. This is going to be us playing 4 times for sure. You know, and now we're up to our max damage threshold, so I'm a lot less scared about taking damage now. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna try and blow these up while I'm not next to them, ideally. But excuse me. All right. Well, thankfully we know it's only a half-hearted damage because we have the Hwafa. It's Hwafa thing. But I would really. Ooh, okay, that was bad. So we're down to Spirit Heart. 1 full Spirit Heart, which is okay. We're not sweating it too much just yet, but we're gonna. I wish I could find a way to feel more or less like we have a guarantee at a deal, so that we can continue on, keep trying to unlock Polaroid negative and all that. But it's iffy for now, so we'll keep pressing on here and do what we can. Yeah, there's another couple plays at that. Not that we need to, but kind of why not ours. All right, dead end. I've been bean boozled for the last time. Oh boy! So we've taken a Spirit Heart and a half of damage now, and that last bit of damage entirely my fault. I know that some of these bits have been my fault, and by some I mean all. But like that right there, I will happily admit was very openly my bad. And I wish maybe here. Aha! I wish I had a better way to guarantee a deal. This might actually give us a little bit, yeah, 5 extra %. Can't complain. We're up to 72%, so odds are we will get a deal. You know, it's very likely that we will get a deal, but it's not guaranteed by any means. Now, this guy that has the vortex, the Cortex vortex around him, that guy right there, glad he's dead. I was just about to start complaining about how much he scares me, because we've already taken some damage on this floor despite having 15 damage set, and him being alive did scare me, but we're alright now. A Dingle, not at all scared. Have very little fear from a Dingle. Soul Heart? Fish Head. I mean, yeah, that's honestly not bad, but because we're taking damage guaranteed from us doing the whole... You know, I actually don't know. Because there's a red heart on the ground underneath these hosts here, we're gonna... Oh, excuse me. We're gonna pick up the Fish Head and see if it works in concert with IV Bag. Because, yeah, we're full on red hearts, so we'll take 2 damage. Yeah, it does. So we spawn more flies. Why not hang on to it, then, in that case? Because that, you know, that could just be some extra damage. I know we have the mulligan as well, which honestly has not come into play as much as I thought it would have. But it's still doing alright for us. And, yeah, the Fish Head will cause us to spawn flies whenever we take damage. So it's, you know, it's just free. It's free real estate. Why not? But again, I'm very surprised at how, by the way, very risky to just stand on top of that. But I'm surprised at how little the mulligan has really come into play for us, despite it. Oh, baby. 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll heal up on these red hearts and then take 1 more. So yeah, we're gonna pick these up just cause, you know, at this point. Because if, I don't know, who knows? What if we find money equals power? I highly doubt it, but there's a chance. I didn't think so, but it's always worth a shot. And we'll save the magician card just in case we end up going up or down, because you never know. Don't want to. There's no point in throwing away an opportunity if you have one, because I don't think we should need magician for this fight. You know, it's a boss that doesn't move, so if we needed magician, I would be more worried about ourselves than anything. But okay, well, and I say it doesn't move, but it moves up and down. We didn't get the deal. That is really shocking to me. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? It didn't work out, but again, this is a longer video, you know, we're at 43 minutes. We unlocked Fighting Baby, meh, and Experimental Treatment. That is one that, that item is blacklisted by some people, absolutely is a no-take-ever situation. I'll probably take it most of the time. It has a chance to really mess up your stats, but it has a chance to really help them too. So it's a risk-reward thing, and, you know, some people are like, the risk is not worth the reward. Some people are on the other side. I'm typically in the camp of like, it's probably worth it, but who knows. But you know, this was a much better episode, I should think. than last time, just because we weren't getting too flustered. Everything was working out for us. We were the whole way through. We were happy with that one, and I'm gonna thank you for sticking through. Till the end. If you did stick with us for the whole almost 45 minutes we're up to now, please leave a like. I'm sure there's something you liked in there if you stuck around this long. And then be sure to, if you haven't already, subscribe. I would love to see you sticking around, see what I'm getting up to. If you want to reach out to me in the comment section down below, tell me I'm an idiot for not posting seeds ever. I know I'm trying to get better at it. For a little bit there, I was on a streak, but now I'm all cattywampus. But next episode for sure, I'll post the seeds at the beginning. And be sure to comment down below if you have any suggestions or anything like that. If you want to get in touch with me personally, you can find me on Twitter. You can find Orange Joe at most folks on Twitter. And if you have any confusion about how to spell it, check the description box down below. It'll always be in there. I'll always tell you, how to find me there. Mostly, basically, I'll tell you the ending spiel that I always give with the liking, the commenting, the twittering. And also, at the end of every description box, I tell you to have a lovely day. So I hope you have one. And we'll see you in the next video. See ya.